Hello and welcome to Pod Meets World. I'm Paul.
I'm Dave.
I'm Justin.
And this week we're discussing the episode, This Little Piggy.
Piggies! Big.
Okay. This episode originally aired November 3rd, 1995, attracting approximately 16.7 million viewers.
Yeah, it did.
Number one at the box office this week, Get Shorty.
Oh, still with that one.
Number one on the Billboard charts,
Fantasies.
Mariah Carey.
It's Fantasy by Mariah Carey. And for video games,
Any?
we do have some.
Good.
So, on October 30th, Destruction Derby was released.
That was the more specific racing one, or was that Monster Truck Destruction one?
I believe it's the racing one.
Ooh, okay.
I Have No Mouth, and I Must Scream on October 31st.
Ooh, that's an interesting one. I've only heard stories about it, though.
TIE Fighters Collector's Edition, CD-ROM, was released on October 31st. Time Crisis was released into arcades in October, but I couldn't find a specific date.
Ooh, neat.
And finally, the best one.
That's kind of questionable, because it could be one amazing thing, but it could just be the thing that Paul adores.
Oh, no, it's a big PlayStation franchise gets its start. Twisted Metal on November 5th.
Ooh, very much needs.
Yes, and Twisted Metal. Oh, Twisted Metal is good.
Well, I guess it kind of depends. What was your entry point?
I don't remember which one I played first.
In my case, it was 2.
I don't have an entry point.
Did you never play Twisted Metal?
I didn't play it.
Go back and try one of them.
I have ones in the system thingy that we could supposedly do. It is 3 though, so you might want to get ready.
You
care.
can on PS4. I think you can still buy Twisted Metal Black on the PS2. Play that.
It's not exactly the best, but it's an option.
Well, that or you can buy the reboot that they did in like 2012 or whatever. There's no other good way to play any of them.
I suppose.
Unless you get like an original, like a PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2 and the original discs. Anyway, WWF champion at the time, Diesel.
My gosh, the trucks are actually going to drive.
And WCW champion at the time.
I think it's still Hogan.
Wrong.
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 Wait. Okay, if it's not Hogan, then it would have to be... What's his name? Shit. I can't remember his name right now.
Is it that gentleman that's in a lot of movies nowadays, or is it the other one?
No.
Can you do an impression?
No.
Can you tell me anything about this person?
He has a mask?
Okay, that's not very helpful.
Oh! Is he that one particular one that wears the hat after wearing the mask?
What?
A hat? No.
Oh, okay.
You insane.
No, not a hat. No. Say his name so I can remember. I think it starts with an S.
You're asking for Oh yeah, I'll just name every masked wrestler in the world. That's only like everyone in Mexico.
Okay, I don't think it's a lucha though.
Well, okay, then there's a bunch in Japan and other places too. Like a masked wrestler that might start with S. That's like me going, "Hey Justin, what's a character in Persona that has dumb hair and their name starts with a T?"
I could probably name some.
I'm sure you could, but my point is, it's not very helpful. Anyway, you're not going to get it.
Tanaka. Anyway,
WCW champion, the Giant.
that's not what I thought.
No, it isn't. The Giant, also known Giant / the Big Show, or as I like to refer to him, the Big Slow.
The Big Slow. Is it gonna? Yeah, it'll probably be.
Well, although, in all fairness to him, he was not the Big Slow at this time. He was actually pretty good and mobile. He won the belt on October 29th at Halloween Havoc 1995. He will not hold it for long.
Was Hogan a little bit upset?
Well, let's get right into the bullshit.
Oh, wait, like actual Boy Meets World sort of stuff? Or did I open a can of worms that should not have been touched?
Okay, so Halloween Havoc 1990. Justin, wake up.
For any particular person, I'm so sorry.
Halloween Havoc 1995 ends with, how does this go?
Was this one that I watched?
No, I'm going to potentially make you watch the show, though, because it's amazing. This is the one that has the Yeti.
Oh.
Do you remember the Yeti?
I don't know, you keep mentioning him.
Anyway, so the Giant wins the belt because Hogan got DQ'd, and Jimmy Hart added a contract, or added a clause into the contract that said if he got DQ'd, he could lose the belt, because he was managing Hogan at the time, but was secretly a heel with the Giant. Is this confusing yet?
No, it's just kind of a case of a
not
bunch
at
of jerks
all.
were being jerks and took a thing from a person that everybody loved.
Well, no, it was Hogan. Nobody loved him.
Was that really the case?
He was not.
Was it?
He wasn't real like WCW Hogan. Lukewarm at best. Yeah, he will not hold the belt for long. There will be more bullshit ahead.
Can we move on to the stuff discussing about the pig?
Yeah. Maybe.
I don't know. I kind of want to talk more about Halloween Havoc 1995.
But we have a show
That
for
has
that.
nothing to do with this.
Don't ruin the ideas from the one thing for saving it for the show of the other
But
thing we
it
already
has monster trucks. I win.
No, it's a case of, it's also an interesting thing to discuss about, but what happened to the Point Beats worthless?
Fine. When John decides to keep a pig he found in the trailer park, he and Topanga get in an argument about the appropriateness of keeping a pig in the city.
As to be expected.
That could be a movie, though. Pig in the city?
Wait, didn't they already do that with Babe, though?
Shh! Pig in the city.
But they did it with Babe!
Shh!
No, it's all about how you name the show.
Pig in... Bacon on... I'll get there eventually.
Oh,
caught in the middle, Corey takes Topanga's side since she's his girlfriend, even though he thinks that they are both right. He later feels guilty about betraying Sean, but Sean tells him he understands. Sean loves the pig because it was abandoned and has no one else to care for it, something Sean can relate to. Corey wants Sean and Topanga to get along, so he invites her over to Mr. Turner's apartment to see how well the pig is doing. When she reveals that she called animal control behind their backs, they are appalled and leave the apartment to hide little Corey. Yes, Sean named his pig Little Corey.
Because they were concerned that Sean was being neglected from his friend because he was spending too much time with his girlfriend.
Topanga talks to Mr. Turner, who tells her that he thinks Sean needs the pig more than the pig needs Sean. Saddened, she realizes she made a mistake, and when animal control shows up at Corey's house, she has Mr. Turner pretend to be the pig's real owner. Topanga apologizes and tells Sean, "You're not just my boyfriend's friend, you're my friend too." Meanwhile, Eric abruptly decides he wants to go to Yale. Yes! He thinks Mr. Feeney can help.
Somehow.
Well, no, because he assumes that Feeney has connections, and he isn't completely wrong. Feeney does know someone who is at Yale. That's not... Look, out of all the stupid connections Eric could make, that's not the most ridiculous.
Can you get into Yale?
He tries to bribe him with opera tickets. Mr. Feeney insists that Eric accompany him because colleges like students with culture. Eric is unhappy at first, but when he hears Ride of the Valkyries, he changes his mind because it was on Looney Tunes.
Wait, I know this song. Bugs Bunny!
Oh, I love how Eric immediately is happy because it's something that came on those from Looney Tunes. He's like, oh, I know this! He's a child.
He really is.
In this episode, he is basically a child.
Yes.
And it's great.
And just remember, he just went around and around and around.
Alrighty, so do either of you have anything else to add about this episode?
Oh my gosh, the piggy shenanigans, it was adorable.
No matter how you slice it, it's still a pig.
It's still bacon.
Still bacon.
Bacon.
But the piggy adorableness.
When you talk to your pig about bacon.
I love when the pig runs away and he's like, he's headed to the rib shack. Suicide! Oh, that's good stuff.
It would have worked out just fine, but then Sean had to say Little Corey, and then he had to come down the stairs like, I heard my name, what's going on?
So what are you going to do about your pig when it's 300 pounds and on the couch?
I never stop loving my Aunt Doris. Wow.
There were so many
okay.
good jokes in this episode.
It was marvelous. Also, the guest star that decided to come on was amazing. My apologies for not actually looking up the
Richard Karn.
Most best known for being
The dude what was on Home Improvement.
Yes.
And dude what hosted Family Feud.
Yes.
You trust me, Justin, if you don't know who this is, I will punch you.
I might.
It's most likely just been quite some time.
Sweet
Yeah,
buttery crust.
it's just been time, and I don't really remember.
Anyway,
Yeah.
next week we'll be discussing the episode Truth and Consequences.
Because truth is important, but oh man, those consequences.
Corey and Sean soil janitor Bud's reputation when they produce a videotape report on time clock fraud for a media arts class project.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yes. So, until next week, I'm Paul.
I'm Dave.
And I'm Justin.
And go watch Halloween Havoc 1995.
Oh.
It's bullshit, but it's great.